Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about measure of responses related to elasticity. Elasticity measures the responsibility of a one economic measure to a change in another. If we can say that the when a change in prices take place, how the quantity or demand of the price changes take place. It is used to measure how much the quantity demanded or supplied of a good changes in response to change in price, income, advertising, or other factors. And we can say that it is the ability of a commodities quantity demanded to adapt according to the changes in one of the factor that influences the demand of that product. When the entrepreneurs are demand are checking or deciding about the prices, they have to face many difficulties. So we will be discussing about the responsiveness as a elasticity. Price elasticity of a demand is measured the sensitivity of demand to the price. Thus, it measures the percentage change in demand in response to change in a price. For instance, when we are taking a look at the figure, the we can see that the in high price regions, elasticity is higher, and when it comes to when we talk about the unitary elasticity, it comes to midpoint, and co- it falls to the negative when we talk about the lower prices. Now talking about the price elasticity of demand is a measure of how much the change in the quantity of a good or service demanded changes when the price of that good or service changes. For example, when we can say that the price of a product related to daily use is increased, we say that there is no change in demand of that product. Now talking about income elasticity of demand. Now when it is a measure of how much the quantity of a product or the service demanded changes when the income changes. We will be talking about the different type of income elasticity to get the better understanding about it. So firstly, we will be talking about high elasticity. In this, we can say that when when the price changes, the quantity demanded is also changes in highly elastic products. We can say that the little bit change in the price of the product changes the demand related to that product. And moving further, we will be discussing about unitary elasticity. In this case, we can say that when is a percentage change in the price of the product and then similar change in the quantity of the consumer is related to that product. We can say that if there is a change in 10% in the price of a product, the price after that the 10% there is a decrease in the for that product. Now talking about the low elastic products, in this we can say that there are the essential product in which there is no effect of change in prices related to the domestic products, gas or domestic use product related to electricity, waters are not get affected by the changes in prices. Now talking about zero elasticity, we can say that it are the perfectly there because there is no effect of change in price to the change in price or change in the demand of quantity. Now moving further, talking about the negative elasticity, and when the price of a product is increases, the demand of the quantity decreases at a higher rate. Now moving further, talking about the price elasticity of a demand, we can say that it is a measure of how much the quantity demanded of one good or service demanded changes the price when the another price or good service changes. In other words, we can say that how the customers are sensitive related to the change in price of related goods. So that we can say that when there is a change in price of product related to domestic use, the consumers are not much sensitive because they are aware that their product is for their importance. And how the cross price elasticity of demand is calculated. It is the percentage change in quantity demanded of one product of one commodity divided by the percentage of change in price of another commodity. Now talking about tax incidences. Elasticity is significant in how the government imposes tax policies and how they affect the economy. Because the decision of government are taken for the benefit of the mm, revenue of the government, but but they are also targeting the benefit of the entrepreneurs or the businessmen. Or when a constant government tries or the producer also tries that the consumer gets the same price, because it help in the making a similar market for the person. Talking about and it is assured that the consumer will pay the same price for the particular product regardless of the whether the tax is imposed or not. Because if it is the main reason behind the same or constant price is that, so that if the margins of the producers can be suffered, but the consumers have to, there is no changes in the consumers and they have to pay something related to. And the when we talk about the same outcome, the outcome will remain the same regardless of whether the supply curve is going upward or the demand supply is going downward. Now, in summary, we can say that the measures of responses related to elasticity provides a comprehensive understanding of elasticity, and its parts are also giving a brief detailing about the various concept of the economics, so that students can have the better understanding. Thank you, everyone.